Alright, hey, ladies and gentlemen. I have with me here today the highly reflective, highly reflective Dark Souls the board game box. I'm not doing an unboxing because this box is not for me. I have another one of these, which I unboxed last night and played with some friends. This box is to give away to one of you. Yeah, I'm doing my first ever giveaway for Dark Souls, the board game, which is a pretty cool game. I played a few hours of it last night with some friends. It's pretty neat. You know, you've got all these minis. You've got 4 classes that you can play as in the base game: an assassin, a herald, a knight, and a warrior. And then you play against a number of enemies in random encounters based on random tiles on your way to a mini-boss, and then you play through some more tiles on the way to a main boss. Each of these tiles is an encounter of various difficulties. There'll be monsters, traps, treasures, various other things. This is all kind of randomized based on the cards you draw from the deck and the boss you're fighting. So it's basically like, picture yourself in a fully co-op version of Dark Souls, if Dark Souls was a turn-based strategy game that's very challenging still, rather than an action game. Replace skill with some luck of the dice, and you still have to think strategically about how each player is going to be equipped, how you want to enter each room, who's going to have the aggro token, which determines how certain enemies behave. There's a whole system of enemy behavior and AI built into the game. It's pretty fun, actually. I've heard multiple things from other reviewers saying it's a slog, saying it's really challenging, or that it's not that challenging, that it's not that fun. We had a really good time with it, and I'm going to get more into a more in-depth review after I've played, I think, a couple more sessions. I also want to talk about how I would change it, because whenever I play a board game or a pen and paper game or a video game, I'm always thinking of a million ways that I can change and hack it. And with a board game or a pen and paper game, you can actually do that. Video games are a little beyond my ken. But here, yeah, there are certainly rules that I would personally probably change. But it's easy enough to make up some of your own, house rules. So for this particular contest giveaway thing, I would just like it if you would subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment telling me why, you'd like to have this game by Steamforged Games. It's a beautiful game. The tiles are very, very high quality. The node system is very unique. It's not just sort of a hexagonal or square system. There's these nodes that are crisscrossed across the board. The miniatures are detailed. They're a little softer, so they're not like some plastic minis are pretty hard. These are a little softer, a little more bendable, but not cheap feeling. It would be awesome to play this game with a fully painted set of hard plastic minis or pewter minis, but they are pretty cool still, especially the Titanite Demon. I don't have my other copy here with me right now, but when I do a more in-depth video and review of the game, I'll show the pieces and whatnot. So yeah, it's fun. It captures the spirit of Dark Souls more so than the actual mechanics, because it's just, as a board game, can't be action based. Instead, it's turn based. But yeah, if you would just like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment telling me why you would like to have this game, then you're entered in my giveaway, and could be the lucky owner of Dark Souls the board game, which has rules that are about as convoluted at first as actually when you first kind of get into Dark Souls the game itself, which doesn't explain anything. This explains things. We were jokingly saying that they shouldn't have even come with instructions, because that would have been more true to the spirit of Souls, but I'm glad it does, because you need them. And you can play it by yourself. You can play it solo, though I think it would be really hard. Some of the fights get really tough. So anyways, more on this game later. Thank you for watching. And I'll have maybe some more detailed stuff in the description below. So, love you all. Peace.